Yo, welcome back to the Bridge Podcast. You already know what's going on. I'm back. Yeah, raw and authentic. You know what's going on. But anyway, I'm gonna get straight to the point. You already know how I do it. Today's segment is about the kids. And it's about the kids um and how they're being raised. Um, I think it's time for us older adults to finally admit, in my opinion, that it was easier to raise us. It was easier for our grandparents to raise our parents. I say this because we had less influence on us. The only people that can influence us is the people in the community or the people at school, you know? But nowadays, the influence come from everywhere, especially social media. They're being influenced from everywhere. So if you don't really have the adequate time to really spend with your kids now to really get to know them, it's hard to raise them. It's hard to raise them. It's hard. We get it misconstrued, and me at times I have got it misconstrued to feel like just because it's not a two-parent home that the home is broken. But in actuality, I'm gonna recant that and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it's nothing wrong with parenting, two people parenting their kids, even if they have to do it from a distance or visitation rights or whatever it is, I think that that's important too. And I think that's, especially in these days when it's not two parents in the home. So I think it's very important for us, as fathers and as mothers to try to find some type of way, some type of medium, to get to parent our kids, because we don't want them to be young niggas, to grow up to be young niggas. I mean, that's the thing now, everybody is trying to be the finest young nigga, but they don't really know what that young nigga turn into. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to try to, take our kids back and raise them as young adults. But at the same time, I'm gonna say this, where we also get it misconstrued, and I think we do this too much as adults. We push entertainment and sports on our kids, and we say that, well, they need these things, especially sports, as they're growing up, to keep them occupied, to keep their mind occupied, so they don't be in the streets, so they don't do this. Okay, that's cool, but don't limit the playing field where they think this the only way they can, be successful in life. You know what I mean? Like, we actually need our kids now in politics, So if I'm not gonna persuade my child, okay, I'm gonna push you into politics. But I would love to, know more about politics so I could inform my kids or, my stepkids or your kids or whomever kids about the politics. And maybe they might, want to. So whatever I instill or whatever you instill in your kids, those values be taken into the political, area, and it don't have to be about politics. Be a doctor, a lawyer, hell, you don't have to be with success, Let's just say they want to own some boutiques or be a realtor or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to redirect this ignorance in a positive way. And we have to give them, show them it's cool to have, morals and ethics, to have value. You can't use these scare tactics, of prison. I'm not trying to use a scare tactic. I'm not trying to say, oh, you're gonna die now, because yes, you will. Yes, you will. Yeah, you'll never get out. No, you won't. No, you won't. But if you ain't gonna hear me after I'm pleading with you, and I'm pleading with you, hey man, listen, you think it's a game, it's not a game. I'm telling you, Buck Rogers don't even exist no more. And I know a lot of these kids don't know who Buck Rogers is, but it was like in this day and age, in my day and age, it's like we're talking about now. Like when I got out, I got Buck Rogers numbers. I did Buck Rogers numbers, 31 years, yeah. Yeah. So imagine now having a life sentence. Y'all playing. But back to the subject of it's hard. Because the media and social media and the media is pushing so much of an agenda that they want you, to behave in a certain manner, in a belittling manner at that, to push that, it's cool to be a stripper and it's cool to go around, all the negative things. Just, you know what, I don't even want to get into the things that, because I don't want to ruffle no feathers about, how cool it's not to be popping your pussy and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my daughter up there doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to act like I condone that. But at the same time, I want to push your daughter and your niece and whomever else. I want to push them in the right direction that I know that they're going to shape tomorrow in a positive manner and not just go out there and twerk. Like that's all they know. And it's cool to dance. I like that. But we got some work to do. We have some serious work to do with these kids and with this social media. So I think you need to be social media aware. What's going on with your kids. You know what I'm saying? Because they are the one that's, a lot of it, if you allow them to watch a lot of these things, they're working against us. Well, we can't even discipline them. We can't do nothing because it's like, you're being pushed into it too. So you and them both are doing TikToks together and everything else. So you just missing the whole agenda. And they're being raised on this. So when they leave, who do you have? A TikToker. Or somebody play football or basketball. We need more than that. We need some help. And we can't do it at our age. So we need to instill some good values and ethics in our kids. And this need to be urgently, like right now, like yesterday. So that's what I got, to say about that. I mean, it's understood that it's hard. It's hard now because the influences, and the time, how the economy is, where it's forcing you to work 2 jobs or, when it's time for you to find a break, you need to just breathe and you don't have time to just interact with your child the way you need to get them back into the house, because right now they're in the matrix and the matrix controlling them. So it's another episode of The Bridge. We all smiles this 2025, man. It's all gas, no brakes. Like I said, man, take my word. Don't take my place, man. You know how I do it.